It's tennis time, and we're sitting at the... The hypnotized. Once I thought I'd made a breakthrough. A boy called Richard came to school and said, I can kill Haribo. So he said, yeah, I bet you can't. So he said, okay, tea time. So tea time. We all went onto the playground. He said, right. Then suddenly Richard snaps his fingers and Haribo said, I don't want to go, Mr. Rosen. And he just fell over and dead away. Is it working? We said. Is he going to die? He's dead-tized. Blimey. Suddenly May turned up round our way. Fiddle-diddle. Do we diddle May? No, we diddle Eileen.
Oh no, this is horrible.
Fast, Dad. I think you know what I'm... Orange and bursted and we had a brother who was so... You weren't allowed to... We had a brother who was 4 years older than me. Well, actually, he was 4 years older. Well, actually, he was 203 years older than my gran. Well, actually, he was dead. We had a teacher who was so shit, you weren't allowed to be in her lessons. She used to stand out the front going, no lessons. What you had to do was murder the teacher when she wasn't looking. Kaboom! The teacher just fell over and wet herself. P is really funny. Anyway, suddenly we all heard a terrible noise, and it was the maturity inspector. Oh no! Whoa. Anyway, the maturity inspector said, no pig jokes. Yeah, but he was actually a nice man, so we didn't kill him. Tomato 1. Here's me, and my mum's just given me a box. What's in it? It was a bag. What's in it? 4 dead dogs and a goldfish. And underneath it, it says, from Peter. So I drank the lot. Sandwiches. This isn't Peter. This is my mouth.
It's just one of his tricks.
It was then I noticed something rare. Was that piece of paper there before? When I get inside, I knew it. It wasn't Peter, it was actually fucking Eileen. She was watching me. She looked really hot. Well, actually, she looked awful. Hello? Can you hear me?
I don't know, I won't get it till tomorrow.
Will you go far, far away?
24 hours ago.
This feels like a conversation with a 2-year-old. Do you want an apple?
No, I want one sloppy, cheesy chunk of plasticine.
And Eileen took this gold chunk of plasticine out of her pocket and he put it very carefully between my eyes on the bridge. Once I went to Haribo's house. When I got there, I heard something odd, so I ran upstairs in a flash. There he is, sitting there, naked. First of all, he tries, I was just getting dressed, but I'm not stupid. I know something's going on, so I look round and there's the inspector. And that's why the inspector never came back to our school. It wasn't one of his tricks. Then suddenly one day, my penis took off and flew into the air. And I ran and ran and I ran. And there it was, my dick sitting there, right in the middle of a nick on the bathroom. Then I said, hello, dick, what are you doing? And suddenly some guy looked round. I'm not a dick. Sorry, I mean my penis down on the ground, not you. Okay. Anyway, what are you doing? It was then I noticed my penis goes and stands up. It just stands up. Yeah, he said, peace out, wanker. But then the maturity inspector came in. He had a prickly moustache and he looked at my penis. Suddenly, my penis says, I'm gonna say the N-word. Stop right there, said maturity inspector. What the fuck you're trying to say? The inspector is waiting for my penis to say it. After 3 hours, I start the moaner. Lisa. You may think I'm happy, you may think I'm good sad. Lord, here still crazy. Well, actually, I start the moaning. And it went on for ages. See me. And there's more and he's roaring. Would you believe it? That was even more horrible. And I'm standing there laughing. Oh, no. And that's when we get into really big desks with lids. All slimy. So I said, I'll have a Hollywood. Got it. That was a bit Richard. He's brilliant. He can people. He's a you know. And Richard, he'd hear us saying all this and he'd go, watch the conquer, go to sleep, go to sleep. And it went on for ages.
On the kitchen door handle.
Nice. But my dad, what does he do? He stuffs a great big telly into his mouth. This isn't an apple, this is... I want to tell you about a place I went, far, far away. A place called Pyongyang.
Oh no,
This is horrible. Shut your mouth, bitch. Hot food, hot food, hot food, hot food, hot food, 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 hot food, hot food. We sit down to eat, and a potato, toenails, and a potato, tomato, and a potato. Tea time, that's enough. I'm very glad you've got smelly breath. Very bad asparagus. You know your teacher says, right. No, please, shit. Don't pick on me. No. If you don't stop it, I'm going to put you inside of my crusty bus. And then we went home. Mum said, more like boar burgers. Useless information too, or how I learnt to love wasting your time. Deep fried tomato. Here's me, and my mum's just died, so he didn't know what to say. And my dad wants head. And then my mum says, one says, wonderful. And everything was once again. I swam the Black Sea. Hi everybody. We never saw me again. None of us ever saw our mum either. And none of us has ever seen anything in all her life. Can you hear me? Swells. So then I woke up. Look, right, that's it.